Glad to have you by our side. This is one of the systems marked for further examination during your work with Sub-Commander Seyhen. I'm not sure what the Vaadwaur are up to here, but they're fighting like demons. They're attacking a small group of Alliance vessels. More hostile ships are on the way. I propose we divide and conquer. The Lisette will fly ahead and catch any incoming ships, while you free our trapped allies. Your thoughts?
Warning, ship is under attack.
Now the Vaadwaur will know the fury of the Core.
Thanks for the help.
Engines back online. We're ready to fight.
A large Vaadwaur fleet just arrived. This is our chance to strike before they retreat.
Lieutenant Gaius Silan, Chief Intelligence Officer for the Lasette. I regret to inform you that the Vaudois now control the ship. The bridge is lost, and we are locked out of most internal sensors. However, I managed to access a secure comm channel before the security codes were changed, and have located a safe location for transport. I have sent the coordinates to your ship. Without your assistance, the Lasette and her crew will be lost.
The ship is swarming with Vaudois soldiers. Our security forces are attempting to engage them, but as of yet, we have not made significant gains. I am unable to contact other members of the senior staff, but I believe they are still alive. Very coincidental, really. Our current situation is remarkably similar to my invasion scenario 4591. When you are ready, we can go over our plan of attack. Scenarios, plural. I have gone through several hundred holodeck simulations of various factions attempting to board the Lasette. As the designated intelligence officer, it is important I know what to do in every scenario. The Vaudois simulation is incomplete, but they are acting in accordance to several other scenarios. If you are wondering, I do have a scenario that deals with your crew boarding us. I would enjoy talking to you sometime about how to improve your vulnerabilities. We need to retake several key areas of the ship. The security team here will capture the bridge. Meanwhile, your team should storm the med bay, which we are very close to. Dr. Kratok should be there. After that, we must retake the armory to prevent the Vaudois from resupplying. In the majority of my scenarios, Lieutenant Terrell is there making a stand against the invaders. From there, we need to see whether the Vaudois perform like Scenario 4591 or Scenario 3291, though perhaps they may surprise us and be more like 6895. My apologies. We do not have time for my idle speculation. Any questions?
You must stop this meaningless massacre! Consider the balance!
That's the one who defied God! Kill them all!
You have my thanks. Such reckless slaughter! Thank you for the rescue. The Vaudois have no respect for anything other than their own selfish goals. I'm sorry, but I cannot help you any further. I am just a civilian scientist, not a trained killer, a trained soldier like you. I'll wait here until everything has settled down, unless you believe there is something I can do. Yes, that is more than acceptable. I will not fight, but I can help restore the balance by helping others. I will attempt to stabilize anyone who needs help here, and then await word from you or the doctor that the med bay is safe.
Do your worst. You're amateurs compared to the Tal Shiar. I will not sit by and let you take this ship. Thank you. Let's get to work. Glad to see you, but if you came here instead of the bridge, it means you're following a plan made by Gaius and his scenarios. The equipment here is still operational. I'll begin treating the wounded. There's a console nearby you can use to contact the security team heading to the bridge.
Good timing. We're about to storm the bridge. We'll keep the channel open during the assault. I'll contact you again after we have control.
What makes you think you will succeed where others have failed? You should have taken Gaul's offer.
I imagine we both overheard the same thing. Very curious. I've run simulations where the security team failed, but none like this. We should continue with the plan. We have this area secure, and you are the only mobile unit still available. If you can recover Ju and her team in the armory, we will have another opportunity to retake the ship.
Thanks for the help, I guess. We should talk strategy. Vodwar. I'll take down every last one of them, I swear it. Nobody makes me look like a fool. I guess I'll let you deal with a few. I can't be in two places at once. We have problems in the brig and in engineering. Zionel and his team are pinned down in engineering, and Commander Jirok and Sub-Commander Merrill are in the brig. I'm going to head engineering. If the Vodwar get control of the Singularity, we're done. Think you could secure the brig?
Delay them. I need time.
Disable the security grid, and we can get out of here.
Thank you. What's the situation? You're a welcome sight. I was on the bridge. We were attacked by just one Vaadwaur, but he was different, stronger, unstoppable. He wiped out our security team, but he knocked Var and me out. Put us here for questioning. What's happening? Do we have control of the bridge? Is Zynel there? If he and Zhu can hold engineering while we take the bridge, we can take control of the ship and then clean up the Vaadwaur from there.
Commander Jirok requires our assistance.
He's gone. Strange. Excellent work. We have control of the ship's life support, navigation, and weapons systems again. According to the logs, the Vaadwaur leader was attempting to open fire on your ship. Doesn't look like he could get past Lieutenant Salon's security algorithm. I'll handle things up here, but could you use that console to contact Lieutenant Terrell? Tell her to scramble her security teams and find that Vaadwaur.
If you want to live, you'll give me what I want.
I've survived worse than you.
You have no idea who you're dealing with.
Was this all a trick to lure us away from engineering? What are they trying to... No, he couldn't. I fear the worst. If the Vaadwaur is in engineering, he could turn off the shielding protecting the Singularity Core. Without containment, the Singularity will implode.
This way. Narwhal and I have a plan. Very predictable. If the Vaadwaur can't use the Lisette to attack other ships, they will make a statement by destroying us with our own singularity. I've analyzed the data from other teams fighting the Vaadwaur. It's pointless for you to try to fight him. Your weapons are inadequate for the task. However, Narwhal has come up with an interesting theory that may work. The vents in the Singularity Core carry a modified version of plasma. I'm not cleared to give you all the details, but the Lisette is testing several advances that have not been provided to other ships in the fleet at this time. Narwhal believes direct exposure to this modified plasma may create a vulnerability in the Vaadwaur. I believe this plan has a low chance of success, but it is the best option we have. If you can lure the Vaadwaur beneath the vents, Narwhal and I will overload them, causing the plasma to cover the Vaadwaur and weaken him. You'll have one more problem to deal with before that, however. The Vaadwaur has erected a shield around the Singularity Core. Very smart, I must say. No one will be able to affect him when he is inside. You must trick him into dropping that shield. I suggest playing towards the Vaadwaur's pride. That is usually the surest way to convince someone to make a suboptimal move. Once that is done, lure the Vaadwaur beneath one of the vents. We'll activate the plasma, and then you can properly knock out our friend. Are you ready?
Your ship is doomed!
You made it. A shame. We had hoped you would be neutralized by now. But you show an unusual resilience. Perhaps that's why Gaul made his generous offer. You're too late to stop what is happening. The Singularity Core's overload has already begun. You will all be destroyed by your greatest weapon. It's almost poetic, really. Ah, my pride as a Vaadwaur. That's good. Very good. This is simply the most efficient way. I could kill you all one at a time, but I have better things to do. Interesting. But will you abandon the Lisette, or will you stay until the last glorious second to try and save it? Regardless, I will admit you make a point. You've survived too many of your previous encounters for me to leave anything to chance. I will enjoy seeing the last bit of life leave your eyes.
To the plasma. Focus your fire.
Recovering. Lure him back beneath one of the pipes.
To the plasma. Focus your fire.
It's time to finish this.
It'll take more than that to kill me. I will not be stopped.
We need a better solution.
I've got just the thing.
What was that thing?
I don't know, but we need a better way to fight it.
I'll get to work.
Thank you for all your help. Without you, we would have lost the Lisette. It's unfortunate we couldn't capture the Vaadwaur alive for questioning. He was unlike anything I've ever seen. What made him so powerful? Neril did manage to get a few scans. He's compiling a report on what he found, and your success with the plasma. We'll need to adapt. We can't count on throwing every Vaadwaur like him into a singularity core. We will handle the repairs. You should return to your ship when you are ready.
Commander Jirok, I have some preliminary data for you. The Vaadwaur gave off a modulated carrier wave every time he was attacked by an energy weapon. In effect, he reflected the energy outward as infrared radiation. Nowell and I are not yet clear on whether this is a product of biology or technology, but he did show strange isoboromine neurotransmitter activity. Regardless, this will give us a starting point to find vulnerabilities. I'll send on more findings as we complete them, and we should be able to adapt our weapons to be more effective in the future.
So, the Vaadwaur have some sort of super soldier to throw at us now. Wonderful. I've tasked some research groups to discover a way to fight these super Vaadwaur. With luck, we'll have tactics to use against them soon. There's something interesting I'd like you to look into. Starfleet intelligence believes the Vaadwaur have a hidden base in the Cartella system. I'd like you to investigate. A Hazari bounty hunter known for their skill at infiltration will be working with you on this. Good hunting.
Greetings. It is agreeable to work with you again. The Vaadwaur have greatly expanded their reach since Voyager first encountered them. Their military capabilities have developed at a rate that Starfleet Command finds troubling. An additional concern is that some leaders of the Vaadwaur supremacy have developed unusual physical characteristics. These individuals exhibit strength and resilience far beyond the norm for their species. The crew of the Lisette has shared their data of your previous encounter with one of the enhanced Vaadwaur with the Alliance. We have used it to devise several modifications to our weapons that may counteract their ability to reflect a portion of energy directed at them. I have provided the specifications to your crew, and they have already made the modifications to your weapons. However, these modifications are untested. It is unclear how much effect they will have. Not yet, but we have found a location that may have the answers we seek. Officially, Cartella is a defunct mining colony. However, intercepted messages indicate that the lower levels of the facility are being used by Supremacy leadership for an unknown purpose. Your mission will be to covertly enter the base and gather intelligence on the Vaadwaur. We have made arrangements with Yadren to provide you with equipment you will need to approach the system safely. The Hazari will provide a modified holo-emitter that should allow you to approach the planet. Holo-technology is unfamiliar to the Vaadwaur.
If you don't want to blow this whole deal, help me with these Vaadwaur! Thanks for the help, but don't expect a discount. I wouldn't have been in that mess if I hadn't been waiting here for you. I picked up this device called a holo-emitter from a big-eared fellow named Quinn. It's programmed to replicate the appearance of a Vaadwaur freighter. I don't know the specifics of this technology, but it works and I'm delivering it. That completes my contract. Quinn says this one has a few upgrades that aren't technically legal in the Alpha Quadrant. You're trying to run a con on the Vaadwaur. You should use the right tools for the job. It was my own fault. I should have activated it before I entered the system, but hooking it into our power supply was more complicated than Quinn said it would be. Alpha Quadrant tech has too many redundancies. Backups for your backups, and none of it matters because emergency power always fails in an emergency. Good luck. I'll wait here in case you make it back.
Voyager will remain here with Yadren. With your permission, I will beam over to your ship in order to coordinate the mission. We have arrived at Cartella Prime. Your engineers have installed the holo-emitter, and it is ready to activate at your command. We will need to infiltrate both automated and manual detection measures before we can reach transporter range of the planet. Our first task is to bypass the automated security perimeter. Excellent. Next, we will be challenged by orbital traffic control. Remember that the Vaadwaur are an aggressive species.
Unidentified vessel. Your transponder may be malfunctioning. Please transmit your ship designation and flight plan. I'm flattered, but that won't get you cleared any faster. Besides, You know regulations prohibit fraternization without direct authorization from a superior. Regardless of your circumstances, I cannot allow you to dock without proper authorization. Transmit your transponder codes immediately. I'm flattered, but that won't get you cleared any faster. Besides, you know regulations prohibit You're clever, but not quite as clever as you think you are. Please transmit your ship designation and flight plan. You're cleared for docking, sir.
Now we must avoid detection from the Vaadwaur ships. The hollow emitter will be essential. This should be sufficient to repair the hollow emitter. The tunnels beneath the planet are protected by a subspace scattering field that our transporters cannot penetrate. I have found a safe location at the edge of this field, but once you beam down, you will need to make your way through the tunnels to the base itself. You are just outside of the Vaadwaur security perimeter. I have accessed their internal sensors, so I will provide you with tactical assistance throughout your mission. Be wary. There is a Vaadwaur patrol just ahead in the passage that crosses yours. Nearby, you should see a console. Use it to override the blast doors and trap the patrol. Be sure that the patrol is in the correct position before you activate the console, or this will fail. Logs at the facility indicate it is in poor repair and has suffered several mechanical mishaps. Use this to your advantage. Acts of sabotage that simulate equipment failures should not arouse suspicion. I am detecting a Vaadwaur patrol ahead. Maintain your position until they pass. That should keep the patrol occupied. I am detecting another group of Vodwar ahead. Access the security camera from the console nearby. If you overload that data tower, the Vodwar patrol will investigate. Program the door to seal them in.
Alert. Conduit malfunction on Level 2, Section Beta. Engineering teams, respond immediately.
Excellent. Proceed cautiously. There is a large drop ahead on your right. You will need a grapple gun to cross it. You will need to incapacitate all of the Vodwar ahead. Insert the anesthetizine gas canister I provided you in the environmental control console and alter the air composition.
Alert. Environmental control malfunction on Level 2, Section Delta 3. Engineering and medical teams, please respond.
There is a large drop ahead. You will have to rappel down. Need to traverse this cavern without the Vodwar seeing you and raising the alarm. To do so, you will need to use your grapple gun, as well as take advantage of anything in the environment. First, you will need to reach the support platform. Shoot a grapple across and then zipline down. Sneak up behind that guard and incapacitate him. To advance further through the cave, you will need to disable the proximity sensors. That console should allow you to do so. Now zipline to that outcropping. In order to exit this cavern without detection, you will need a distraction. We will need to move the Vodwar guards below and ahead of you, away from the next support structure. The rocks near you are unstable. Try to trigger a collapse. The way is clear for you to grapple to the next support structure. Make your way across the ledges to the outcropping near the next support structure. Grapple to the next support structure. Approach the guard and disable him. There are more guards at the other platform. Use your tricorder to reprogram the anti-personnel turrets near them to attack the Vaadwaur targets.
Attention! Malfunctioning turrets on Level 4, Section Beta 2. Security and engineering teams, report immediately to Level 4.
The walkway is offline. You will need to grapple across the gap. They are aware of your actions. You cannot delay. Sensors are reading something large blocking your route through the cavern. Activate the crane with the nearby controls to move it. Not much further. There is another grapple ahead. There should be a place where you can drop down just ahead of your current position. Now slip quietly out of the cavern before the Vaadwaur see you. I am detecting some unusual signals coming from below this area. You must reach the bottom of the caverns. I recommend you overload a console to create a diversion, and then trap the Vaadwaur guarding the area in a force field.
Intruder alert! Commander Gallic, please respond.
An intruder? I'll handle this.
Finally! Gallic? You will pay for killing Gallic! What? What was that thing? You saved my life. I don't know why, but I am grateful. What? Never. It's some kind of parasite, isn't it? What do you know? Do you believe other members of the Vaudouar are infected by these beasts? Could all of our leaders be contaminated? I know my duty. I cannot allow you to wander freely through our compound. But I can't ignore this either. A temporary truce, then. I will accompany you, and if what you say is true, I must know how many of my people have been taken. I think it went down that passage over there. It went down one of the cracks in the rock. We'll have to deactivate that force field to pursue it.
It appears the creature has already left the area. I would recommend you scan the area with your tricorder. Perhaps it left a hormonal trace you can follow.
I didn't know these caves were so extensive. Only the highest leadership is allowed down here.
How did the Vaudouar come into contact with the parasites in the first place? It has been many years since Starfleet encountered them.
I wonder how many of our leaders have been infected. Surely Gallic can't be the only one.
Based on Starfleet's previous encounters with the parasites, you should be extremely cautious. The creatures show remarkable cunning.
Give me an enemy I can confront face to face. This deception sickens me.
They are insidious. These creatures nearly ended the Federation. Although we have had our differences with the Vaadwaur, the Federation do not wish to see any species enslaved.
This area has always been off limits. I expected some kind of hive, but this is just a storage room. I see some of our stasis modules, which means there are soldiers who have not been rewoken. But the rest of this? Well, it's just supplies. There's nothing here that will prove what you claim. Perhaps this infection was limited to just one man. What was that thing?
Wait, did you hear something?
I see you've met my little friends. They want to get to know you better.
What are you? How far has this infestation spread?
You have such a small mind. The joining will help. You will see everything we can be once we are brothers in this game. You think you are best in me? Mere mortals. Pathetic. We will rise again, and you will know our true might.
This ends now. I cannot allow you to spread this infestation.
The Vaadwaur are alerted to your presence. You must leave the facility. But the subspace scattering field is still in effect. Find the controls and disable them. Find the controls to the subspace scattering field and disable them.
Although you have helped the Vaadwaur people today, do not believe this makes us friends, or even allies. Although you have helped the Vaadwaur people today, no, I must remain with my people. Perhaps I will discover more of what's really happening here.
Your activities on the surface have alerted the Vaadwaur to your presence. They are beginning to inspect the starships in orbit. I would recommend returning to the ship immediately. The information you discovered in the base is troubling. While Starfleet knew the neural parasites found on Earth sent a signal to deep space before they were destroyed, we never knew the destination of that signal. It very well may have been the Delta Quadrant. However, contemplating the ramifications of parasites among the Vaadwaur ranks must wait. The fleet protecting this planet has been alerted to our presence. It is only a matter of time before this vessel is discovered.
Unidentified vessel. Your transponder codes are invalid. Security vessels are on their way. Please hold position and prepare to be boarded.
There is only a 0.008% chance that this ship will survive a direct confrontation. One last act of sabotage may be what is required. I propose we swap transponder codes with another vessel. Given the aggressiveness of the Vaadwaur, there is a 68.4% chance they will turn on one another. We can escape in the confusion.
Well, you're alive. I guess that means the holo emitter did its job. But it did work. Contract complete.
Excellent work. Now that we know at least some of the Vaadwaur have been taken over by the neural parasites, we can form an appropriate plan of action. The one Vaadwaur who helped you, Commander Eldex, may be of assistance. It was clear that he was not aware of the corruption. With your permission, I will return to Voyager. There is much still to do before we will see the end of the Vaadwaur threat. Thank you again. Live long and prosper.
Neural parasites. That explains a lot. The enhanced physical abilities, maybe even their rapid return to power in the sector. If they follow previous patterns, the parasites will infect Vaadwaur in key leadership positions. The 2 overseers you took out might be the tip of the iceberg. There's something interesting I'd like you to look into.
Greetings. Welcome to the Federation mining camp. We've been working with the Gorn to extract valuable minerals from the area, but our sensors have detected some strange energy signatures lately. We're not sure... Wait! What? Romulans are attacking the camp from the west and south! We could use your help holding them off. Romulans are attacking from the west! Romulans are attacking from the west! Romulans are attacking the central camp! Romulans are attacking from the west! Romulans are attacking from the south! Romulans are attacking from the south! Romulans are attacking from the west! Romulans are attacking from the west!
from the west! Romulans are attacking from the west!
Romulans have overrun the Gorn mining camp on the other side of this ridge. There are two paths leading to the main camp. Find drill sites along the way. Rescue the Gorn miners at the 4 drill sites first. Then protect them while they attack the phaser-resistant camp gates. sub-consoles first. Protect me while I shut down this sub-console. I shut down the sub-console. The drill is partially shut down, but I need to shut down another sub-console. Protect me while I shut down this sub-console. Shut down the sub-console.